Hello friends. You hear me okay? How's things? What is happening? I'm just picking some paints to get started with. Alright, so you're gonna really hello, welcome to Saturday night hobby hangout. It's been a hot minute since we've done one. I was at GT last weekend. I've got the black coffee, black like my soul. Right? I was actually listening to 9 Inch Nails today in my car for a little bit. Good evening. 07 is indeed a salute. Hello, 07. Hello, Bloodlines. Hello, Reckless. Nice to see you guys. It's gonna be a chill night. I've got some Ball Predator bits and bobs to paint. I've got some Death Company to undercoat. I was working on jump intercessors in the last hobby stream, but I think I'm not running jump intercessors in Rage Cursed Onslaught. Honestly, I think you just want to run those small squads of Sangre Guard. So I think I'm retiring. Well, I'm not retiring the jump intercessors. I've just got them off screen up there. I just don't think I'm painting them today because I think what I want to be doing is just lots of Death Company, lots of little Sangre Guard, Death Company Dreadnought probably. You know, I might fall back to the jump intercessors. You can never say never. Jump intercessors always seem to find a way back into Blood Angels lists, don't they? But I think for the moment, I'm just putting them on the sideline. I much prefer the small squads of Sangre Guard. I would have got this guy completely sprayed today, but it was raining, and I took out the rattle can. I wasn't 100% paying attention, and I sprayed the one side of him white. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I sprayed his backside black, and I sprayed the front side of him white. And then the rain was just coming on as well, so I was like, oh. Alright, well at least he's got an undercoat on him now. I can just slap on some black paint to his front, and that'll be him. Like the Rage in the black, exactly. That's exactly it. That's how Blood Angels should drink coffee. The reason I'm not actually putting milk in coffee is I'm on a diet. It's the new year. Everybody's on their diets, right? So I've got one of these app that tracks my calories. I don't want to waste my calories on milk. I want to waste my calories on something that makes me feel like I've had calories, right? Am I enjoying Rage Cursed? Yeah, I mean, I played it. I think I shared a picture in the Discord earlier. I think I've played it 10 times in 1.8. I'm kind of top of the league that we've got going on. Hold on, let me see if I can pull the picture up. Let me see. Maybe it's not 10 times. Maybe. Oh no, because I played it last year as well. So all I've played this year is Rage Cursed. I haven't played anything else. And I think the games I played last year, I won. So yeah, I think we've got a little league going this year of the people that play on the channel, right? So, and it includes tournament play. So any tournament play you go to counts as well. But I definitely played Rage Cursed once or twice before Christmas as well. So I played it 8 times this year, 75% win rate. including tournament games. And I think I played it once or twice last year. I don't think I lost the first 2 games I tried it with, because when I first tried it, I thought I kind of liked it. So I think I've either played 9 games, won 7, or 10 games, won 8. And I think, you know, I definitely think it's a good detachment. I definitely think I'm going to be playing it for the foreseeable future. I mean, I've played a lot of Angelic Inheritors. I've played a lot of Liberator Assault Group. I can go back to those detachments if I want, but I'm quite happy to play the new one for now. It's a different style of Blood Angels, right? Like, I don't typically field Ball Predators. Well, I've never fielded Ball Predators. I've never fielded Death Company Dreadnoughts, so it's cool to field different things and have, you know, it switches things up. It makes things less boring, or it keeps things fresh. Volcar, 16 months of membership, dude. Thanks so much for being a member for 16 months, dude. I appreciate it. I mean, the channel really wouldn't be here if there wasn't so many people that like become members and support me month over month. So I very much appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. How are you, Volcar? I am well. Thanks for asking as well. Yeah, you know, it's last day of January today. Yeah, man, I'm ready to get out of January. You know, like, we had snow, it was cold, my walk to work is pretty brutal, but then here's the thing, February is historically like the coldest month of the year in Scotland, so I don't know if we're going to have one more month of horrible weather. I mean, I'm ready for the horrible weather to be done. I'd like summer. Not that I've got any summer holidays or anything planned this year, but I would like to be out of winter, I guess. It's not my favourite. But yeah, I'm well. Thanks for asking. Does anyone find the background music a tiny bit too loud? You just need to say, do not turn it down. How's that? I think I turned up my background sound this week to try and capture the guy that I had on for the live show, but it didn't capture all that well anyway, did it? For the interview. Excuse me. I've got a bit of a cough this last week. I feel fine, but I've just got a little bit of a cough, so I apologise in advance if I cough at all on stream. It's that time of year where there's just bugs going around. It feels like we're still due the bad weather after the hot summer. So if you... I know what you mean. I feel like we are still due some bad weather. I'm not looking forward to it. If you watched one of the last streams where I was building models, this was the guy that I was building. I decided he needed an eviscerator. I decided that I didn't want him to be a carbon copy, because there is only one Games Workshop eviscerator and everybody looks the same. So I cut off some Primaris hands and made this guy a double chainsword Death Company. So for all intents and purposes, he has an eviscerator. I wasn't sure when I was making it. I was like, I don't know if double chainsword will look that good. I'm not sure. But now that he's made and he's got the chainswords in hand, I think it looks pretty cool. I quite like him. Plus he'll be unique. So this is an eviscerator proxy, I guess. Double chainsword. Good evening, Maris. Yeah, I'm usually live on a Saturday. It really depends on what time the kids go to bed. I must admit, it might be a little bit later tonight because me and the kids were watching the start of the Royal Rumble. So we watched like an hour. I'm trying to get the kids into wrestling, I guess. They're probably a little bit young for it, but you know, if you heard my daughter cackling away when someone gets slammed, like suplexed or something like that, then you would then you'd probably think they're okay age for it, because dual wielding swords is never not cool. Yeah, we don't really get any characters that can dual wield anymore, right? I guess a chaplain with a jump pack can kind of dual wield a power fist and a Crozius, but Yeah, that's about it. That's about the only character I think that can have 2 melee weapons, is it? Evening, Alex. Evening, Thrillwood. How are you guys doing? I'm like you. I'm glad to be headed into February. Interesting to see your take on the Death Company Dreadnought and the new Rage Curse. Well, I've only played him once, man, but I feel like he did better than I probably expected, or what Chris said. He's like, just let him go, be happy. He's a Dreadnought. Go be happy. Be a Dreadnought. So he just gets in enemies' faces. 3 damage is not insignificant. I'm going to play the Death Company. The Blood Surge move can surprise opponents just because he can get into combat a little bit quicker. 5-up Feel No Pain helps. Yeah, I'm going to play the Death Company Dreadnought a few more times, and we'll make a call. We'll make a call on whether I like it or not once I've played it like 5 times, let's say. I always feel like if you get new models, you need to play them like 5 times before you think they're any good. I'm currently painting the champion of the Victrix Guard. He gets 2 swords. Way to try and make us Blood Angels, the apparently the best melee chapter, feel significantly worse, Marius. Thanks for that. I sprayed this guy too close to someone that I was spraying red, and the red has bled over onto him. This is some sort of Deathwatch captain. I had him sitting in a box for ages. He was built and his weapon was kind of broken, so I just fixed his weapon and gave him a spray of black as well. I don't think I'm needing a Deathwatch captain at the moment, but I like if I've got models, I always think it's handy to have them undercoated. So that's kind of what I did here. This guy is all but undercoated now. I think it's interesting Jack Harper still sticking to Inheritors. Inheritors probably has more nuance about it, I would say. Inheritors just has more cool stuff it can do, like fall back, shoot and charge on everybody. Deep striking, Inceptors with sustained hits. Vindicators with sustained hits. What else is Inherited? Lift units back up off the table and put them back down. The Sanguiner being much better because he rerolls all hits and wounds. I didn't reroll all hits and wounds, but yeah, he probably rerolls all hits because he hits on 2s, rerolling 1s, and then he rerolls a bunch of wounds because of his reroll 1s. I guess you do get that in Rage Cursed, but yeah, no, I can see why you would, at the highest levels of play, you might think that Angelic Inheritors it's the more nuanced attachment, right? It's pretty obvious. Like if someone looks at your list in Rage Cursed, it's pretty obvious what you're going to be doing, right? Like you are coming to charge them and fight them. I don't know if Angelic Inheritors is, I mean, it's somewhat obvious, but I just think there's a little bit more to it. It's a little bit more nuanced. It is interesting though, because I think Jack loves playing Blood Angels as a melee army, and Angelic Inheritors is definitely a detachment that gets a lot of value from shooting, right? Like, it'd be hard to put a number on how much value it gets from shooting, but it's a lot. It's like 40 or 50% of that detachment. Inheritors isn't as fun. You've got to be much more cagey. But then when those top level plays come off, I'm sure it does feel fun. I think it's just Inheritors is probably somewhat of a high. It's a detachment that probably has the most, like, the higher skill you are, the more you can get out of that detachment, probably. I feel like I was a little bit sick of playing Inheritors, and there's some really bad matchups for Inheritors as well, like Which is funny because I usually like to play my Blood Angels somewhat cagey, right? Like that is my style of playing Blood Angels, like be cagey for a few turns and then makes lots of charges. That's like the style I've been playing for about 5 years. But I think in Inheritors you're going to set up so much shooting support and stuff like that. It's a fine enough detachment. I think you can do well with it. But yeah, I don't think it quite, like it didn't quite resonate with me. Can't find the word. CFT, good evening. Have I got a Watchmaster? If that's what that character was painting, then yes. I mean, I've got a lot of random shit, man. I've got a whole Elder army. I've got behind me. I've got a few boxes of Rubric Marines and Thousand Suns. I've got this thing. I don't know why I've got it. I've fucking never used it, man. I've got that drop pod. I need to list that drop pod on eBay. I've got an official original drop pod, and I think on one of my previous streams I decided that I'm not gonna make and paint the original drop pod when there's new ones that are different sizes coming out, or that are already out. So I just need to sell my vanilla drop pod, I guess. You want your melee to hit like a truck. Inheritors doesn't do that. Yeah, I mean, that's why it's a shooting detachment, right, Alex? Because you absolutely need to weaken a bunch of units up. But I kind of found something that worked for me with Inheritors, you know? Like, I was running a bunch of Hellblasters, a bunch of Plasma Inceptors, a bunch of Vindicator tanks. I mean, it was totally fine. It worked for me. It won a decent amount of games. Just not my favourite. It's not like I hate Hellblasters or Inceptors. I think I'm enjoying the fact that this detachment that I'm running at the moment is just very different, right? Like I feel like I've been playing Vindicator tanks the entire edition. Yeah, I think the very first tournament I went to this edition, you remember back when like the Blood Angels detachment was complete dog shit and everyone was running Gladius? I think even when I was running Gladius, I was running Vindicator tanks. It might have I think it was 2, honestly. I was going to say, I think it might have just been 1, but no, I think I was honestly running 2 Vindicator tanks pretty much since the start of the edition. I dropped them for a little while I was playing Sons of Sanguinius and did Ballistus Dreadnoughts and Predator Destructors. But I mean, I feel like Vindicator tanks, it's nice to have a proper change away from them. And yeah, I'm enjoying the Battle Predator. RCO has reignited my enjoyment for the game personally. I think it's fun, but also effective list with a lot of thematic. Yeah, that's probably where I thought you sold your Space Elves. I was trying to sell them, man. I had about £350-400 worth of them. Well, no, sorry. I spent about £400 to get basically a fully painted Elder army. Well, it was pretty painted. It was like just shy of 6,000 points. Probably with extra units I bought, it would be 6,000 points. But I never played it. If I play another army, it's likely to be Ultramarines, or it's likely to be Dark Angels, or it's likely to be a Divergent Space Marine chapter. So I think I just want to sell the Eldar and get back the money I spent on them, right? Like if someone offered me exactly what I spent, which I think was like £400, I'd just take it and be like, yeah. I bought it with the intention of using it. I haven't used it at all, so I bought it last January, right? So I've had it for a year and haven't used it at all. So if I just get my money back, that would be great. I probably can. I've had a couple of people ask me about it, somewhat half seriously. But I could probably just take some photos and put it on eBay, because I'm often selling stuff on eBay. I'm trying to sell an old graphics card on eBay because my graphics card was taking forever to render videos. So I had to buy a new graphics card because it kept going to 100%, and like it's just eating up all the resources on my computer. It was ridiculous. Did you realise we're in a situation where both Sangreguard and Death Company are good at the same time? Yeah, I mean we've missed that situation, right? Like we used to have that situation in previous editions. I think in 8th or 9th edition, one of my favourite lists actually, dude, had I actually ran a list where it was like 1 squad of Sangreguard, 1 squad of Vanguard veterans, 1 squad of Death Company, and I really I mean, you could just run 3 squads of Death Company because that was the quote-unquote super meta way to play Blood Angels. But I liked it when there was options, right? Like I like it when it's like, ooh, you could use any of these units. What's up, Infamous Zombie? Good evening. The new ones are the same dimension measured in sizes. You don't include the doors. I thought somebody said the old Dreadnought was the wrong size. Sorry, the old drop pod was the wrong size now. I just felt like I wasn't up for building it if it was the wrong size, and then at some point in the future I've got to get the new one and have it be the right size, right? I'm sure somebody when I had the box for the drop pod out, someone was like, "Oh, why are you doing an old one? The new one is the right size." I'm convinced, Marius. Yeah, I have some friends that are playing Sisters of Battle at the moment. They're a pretty fun army. I don't know if Sisters of Battle have a YouTube channel. You know, it feels like there's lots of channels like mine springing up, you know, that just focus on like one faction or something. But I don't know if Sisters of Battle have that. Is there an Ultramarines only channel now, Marius? Has someone done that yet? Malik says, "Good evening, brothers. May I ask how you would go about employing Vanguard veterans?" I mean, I did a whole video on Vanguard veterans. You mean like when you say employing them, you mean like using them in a battle, right? I did a video about Dante leading 10 Vanguard veterans and how that's pretty strong, because it gives you like a lot of Melta pistols, or you could do Storm Shields, and I guess in Rage Cursed you get a lot of attacks out of that as well. Typically, if there's a question about a unit or anything like that, you know, you can search my past history on YouTube, right? And like I pretty much have made probably like if we I think I started this channel in 9th edition, no, 8th edition, excuse me. So I think if you think about like the last 2 editions, if you've had any Blood Angels questions at all and you've posted them in the comments on the channel, there's a very high, like, maybe not at the start of the edition, but let's say now, right? The current edition is 2.5 years old. My ideas for original content, they've not dried up, but they're much harder for me to come up with, right? You know, it's like, oh, I make a new video every Friday, but I've got no idea. Like, I used to have that a lot, where I'd just sit down on it and be like, fuck, I need to make a video for this Friday, but I have no idea what I'm making the video for. And then that's where I would start asking people to like submit questions, like, what videos do you want to see? What questions do you have? And people, you know, so by this point in the edition, where we're like 2.5 years into the edition, I feel like I've made a video about every unit. Every question that could have been answered is probably being answered. So yeah, I mean, if you're going to employ Vanguard vets, go watch a video about Dante plus 10 Vanguard vets. Only made it like 2-3 months ago. It'll be there on the channel, you'll be able to find it. Let's be real, you're never fielding a drop pod in a real game. Yeah, I mean, that's my painting and model making really depends on how competitive stuff is. If it's not competitive, well, like I said at the start of the stream, I've got 5 jump intercessors. So I've been working on those jump intercessors for a few weeks now. I got them to sort of this stage where I guess I would say they're almost done with base coats, ready to do some washes, ready to do the final highlighting. And I'm like, I'm not running jump intercessors anymore because They're not in my army list, so they just get pooped. Bolt Death Company has no videos. Okay, no Mac, you're right. But Bolt Death Company fucking suck the biggest... I don't... okay. I get you. Look at this, I get trolled by my chat. No... There's 30-something thousand people subscribed to this channel. One person is running Bolt Death Company. It's probably you, because you mentioned it. And you're like, God damn it, John, make the Bolt Death Company video already. God. But yeah, good. Okay, good. You got me. You got me. The Ultramarines only channel would be called the official Games Workshop channel. It's not that bad, is it? I was in the gym today for like 3 hours, man. I am hungry. I'm on this fucking diet for the new year. I think I did make a video on Reavers, to be fair, Phil Campbell, right? There was a video on Reavers. Bolt Death Company for Limb from Limb aren't terrible. Yeah, you know, people always do that, right? They come along and they be like, this unit isn't terrible. And do you know what? That doesn't motivate me to try that unit. Like, I need you to be like, this is the most amazing unit. Like, people are saying to me, like, Death Company Dreadnoughts, they're super useful. And I'm thinking, no, they're not. But I played it and I thought, well, do you know what? It wasn't as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. But I don't know. I think it's a long stretch to get me to actually play some Bolt Death Company. Here's the script for the whole video. Bolt Death Company suck. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. What does TED even stand for, man? I always see those TED Talk things. I don't know what TED stands for. It's going to be obvious when you tell me what it stands for. But yeah, so these were the jump packs to replace the Assault Intercessors who had 3D printed jump packs that I dropped at the event. But now the Assault Intercessors are they're off the painting table because I think in Rage Cursed Onslaught, Assault Intercessors are fine, but I wouldn't say they're good. I'd just say they're fine. I mean, I think they're good in Liberator Assault Group. I think they're bad in Angelic Inheritors. I think they're fine in Rage Cursed. But I think in Rage Cursed, you should probably just run Sanguinary Guard with Lances and ditch the Assault Intercessors. I've only done that once, but it seemed like just seemed much better. I'm going to get some more games in with it. I think I'm playing GSC on Wednesday night, so that should be cool. It's been a while since we had GSC on the channel. Probably like 6 months. I like getting new opponents or new armies on the channel. That always makes me feel happy. Like, switch things up a bit, you know? I would love to see them. Maybe you'll convince me. Oh, dude, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be scraping the barrel trying to make a video on the assault on the Death Company with bolt rifles. We'll consider it if there's absolutely nothing else to make a video on it. How about that? Before this stream, I would be like, nah, I'm not making a video on them. You've convinced me to at least consider it, but I'm still not. You know, I can't imagine where that goes. Right? Like, they're just like intercessors, but worse. Who's going to be the GSC player? Miles. He's playing that final day. I only played against him once, but I was at a GT that he was at as well. So he's like, it's like a GSC list where like half of it is NIDS, and half of it is GSC, obviously. I think there's some, I can't remember his detachment rule, but I think it's something like if the NID units are close to GSC, they get a bonus. If the GSC units are close to the NID units, they get a bonus. It's kind of like the detachments, you know, the detachments that like Khorne and that have for the World Eaters, where it's like you can take half your units can be like demons, you know, so it's like half your units can be NIDs, and you get bonuses for having models close to the NIDs, and the NIDs get bonuses for being close to the GSC. I'll get him to explain it to the start of the stream, but yeah, it's an okay detachment. It struggled against my Angelic Inheritors list. I feel like I definitely beat it with my Angelic Inheritors. But my Angelic Inheritors list was a bit weird, like I had a lot of transports and stuff like that in the Angelic Inheritors. I'm going to shout out Brother Tobias again because I think you missed it. He's a good competitive channel that focuses on Ultramarines. Alright, cool. I need to send me a link to his channel, man. I'll subscribe. And then I'll use all his knowledge to make Blood Angel stronger. The Jump Pack Sanguinary Priest when? Apparently we're getting a new model this year. USD nobody, so might be this year. Any thoughts on the best detachment to use in doubles? My partner is running a very CP heavy half, so thinking lag as an independent as possible. Yeah, I don't think I would say Angelic Inheritors was best in doubles. Lag might be safest. Everybody wants Gabriel Seth back, I think. Hello, Matthew.
I have awoken.
Oh my goodness, here we go. Aradine coming in with a 20, it doesn't even matter, 20 gifted subs. Dude, thank you.
I have awoken.
Oh, you're always here for me, Aradine. You know how to cheer me up. Not like I've been having a bad day, actually. Like, today's been pretty good, but it doesn't half cheer me up getting a million gifted subs. Dude, thanks so much. You're always supporting the channel. How are you, Aradine? You well?
I have awoken.
Are Foot Death Company decent in our pass? Speaking for lag here, I wouldn't take Foot Death Company in lag. I don't think anyone runs them in lag. I
have awoken.
I don't know why you would. I can't imagine them being that useful in lag.
I have awoken.
Where's the wing jump intercessors on the table? I've taken the jump intercessors away for a minute. I'm gonna be running the next couple of armies. In the next couple of weeks. I'm committed. I'm committed to running 2 Death Company Dreadnoughts and 2 Ball Predators. So I've done this Ball Predator conversion. So this is like a conversion bit that I've made to put on a bolter Ball Predator. So it just like sits over the old bolter turret. The bolter turret goes in here, and then it's got the 3 flamers. So that lets me have another Ball Predator. And then I've got 1 Death Company I've got 1 melee Dreadnought painted. So I need to. I mean, this guy's battle ready, but I need to work with it. But no, Matthew. I mean, I will be making more. I'm always making Jump Marines, right? Like I need to input a little bit of paint on these guys because I need 2 more Death Company with Eviscerators as well. So I've got. It feels like I've gone from having no projects I'm excited about because I think we touched on it already in the stream. We were stuck playing Angelic Inheritors for a long time, so I think I'd sort of become unexcited by Angelic Inheritors. So now we've got Rage Cursed, and it's super fun, and it's kind of different it's hugely different to Angelic Inheritors. And I played at a tournament, and I had super fun playing it, and I just want to keep playing it. You know, like, I can't remember the last time I came away from a tournament feeling so positive about a detachment, really, or feeling so excited about playing a detachment.
I have awoken.
So that's where I'm at right now. Like, I'm super excited about playing this detachment. I just want to play it more. I want to keep playing. I want to keep practicing the double Death Company Dreadnought. I want to keep practicing the double Ball Predator. Is that the most competitive? I actually have this video I filmed about building my list that I played on Wednesday night. I just haven't released it yet. I think I'm going to release it on Monday. I need to make a thumbnail, I need to do a description. Always claws or fists on the Death Company Dreadnought. The ones that I've done is with the claws, so it gives me the option to do the sweep attacks, because the fists don't get the sweep attacks. But no, so a couple of so Aradine is going away for a little while, dude. I will miss you. Thank you so much for the support of this channel. It's the last day of the month, so getting some subscribers and super chats on the last day of the month is always awesome. Matthew says, bad days come and go, but Dad's jobs never ends. Thank you for always being there for us. Dude, yeah. Thank you for always supporting the channel and being there as well. So, I very much do appreciate it. So I think, oh, there we go, there's the super chat. Aradine had hijacked my bot with too many subs.
At Matthew Bark 6927 donated $19.99 via super chat. Bad days come and go, but a dad's job never ends. Ty for always being there for us.
Well, I think that we might get a Ball Gladiator. That's what I'm hoping for. That's why I've made this. I mean, this is a ridiculous conversion piece, right? But like, here's my Ball Predator with the bolters on it. I'm just going to put this on top, basically. And this converts my Ball into Flamer Ball, right? I just don't want to buy a Ball Predator a week or two before they potentially Legends it. And I mean, I feel like I could be totally wrong with the Legends stuff going into, like, maybe we go into 11th edition and nothing goes to Legends and everything is rosy. But I also think there's just as much chance that we go into 11th edition and 11th edition is the end of the Firstborn Marine, right? And like, tactical squads will be gone. Let's face it, right? Think back to all your games of 11th edition, or 10th edition, excuse me. So all your games in the last 2.5 years, how many times have you used tactical squads? I've never used them. And if we go back last edition, I didn't use them last edition either. So like, at this point, I'm saying that I haven't used a tactical squad in 6 years. That's how uncompetitive tactical squads are. So at what point are Games Workshop going to actually squat them? Because why have models in the range that no one's used in 6 years, 9 years? I know it sucks if you like those models. I mean, it sucked when they took away the last edition. We lost the Salt. What did we lose last edition? We lost the I forget what they're called. Just Salt Squads, right? Like, they got replaced with Jump Intercessors or Jump Assault Intercessors. No, they're not even called Jump Assault Intercessors, or they're just called Jump Intercessors. But they were essentially the Assault Squad, right? Like, the Assault Squad went to Legends. So yeah, it's a conundrum. Like, what's going to happen? We don't know. Nachuta coming in with 10 memberships as well, dude. Thank you. I was hoping for a few members when I got here tonight. You guys used to, and you guys are so generous to me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, no, I think it's like, I'm genuinely pretty excited for the new edition. If models go to Legends, right? Like, last time when models went to Legends, man, I was so pissed off, right? Like, I think the problem was I'd just done like a commission, a giant commission actually, and I'd been like, you know when you go through like these phases where you're really motivated to paint, right? So I just got into this phase. It was probably one of the highest levels of motivation I'd had for Warhammer for a while. Like, I'm excited about the new edition, you know, I'm excited. I'm in this like painting, I'm in my zone with the painting. I'm painting every night, I'm painting when I'm off stream, I'm finishing a unit every single month, you know, like I'm like, I've like on a normal month or whatever, like I don't post fuck all to like Twitter or Instagram or anything like that. Like I just don't do it. It's not really my jam. But like if I finish a 40k model, I'll usually put it up. So I was just in this zone where I'm like finishing 40k models every month. I'm feeling really proud of my collection. I'd put it all out. I'd like looked at it. I was really happy. And then it was like boom. Like you said, Librarian Dreadnought gone. Siege Drill gone. Contemptor Dreadnought's gone. Attack Bike's gone. Land Speeder's gone. Characters on bikes gone. Like so much stuff that I'd done. Like I'd probably spent the best part of like $500 and had spent a fuckload of time on it, and it was just all of it went to Legends. Not even some of it. It was just like all of it is Legends. And man, I was so bitter and pissed off. Like I didn't really necessarily want to be pissed off, but boy was I pissed off. You know? So I guess this time around I'm going to try and be like more not open to things going to Legends, but I guess understanding that things might go to Legends, and if it happens, it happens. Don't get hung up on it. Try and be positive, you know, try and enjoy the hobby. So yeah, I mean, I do worry for some of those old things, you know, like a lot of people said to me like, oh, well, we think Vindicator tanks are going to stick around, and I was like, I don't know, man. I think personally, I think Marines need a new tank, right? Like I think the Gladiator tank is fine. We've got 3 variants of it. I think the Storm Speeder is fine. We've got 3 variants of it. But I think we need like an old Land Speeder back, right? Like an actual Land Speeder type thing. Not like a 150 point Storm Speeder, like just a dinky little Land Speeder with like a gun on it. Kind of like what we had before. And I think we need another tank chassis. What that other tank chassis is, I'm unsure. But like maybe it's a tank chassis that's got like a demolisher cannon on it, a bit like a Vindicator, or maybe that could be there could be a variant of that's the Blood Angels Predator tank. You know, the Flamer version. Did you say anything to Tutor? You just hit me with 10 gifted memberships out of the kindness of your good heart. No, you did say something. I can see someone getting into the dread mood. Nice. Yes, my current list that I ran just this week past had 2 Death Company Dreadnoughts. And I think I'm committed, at least, like, I'm going to a tournament in the summer. 100% I'm doing that, but I think that might be actually after 11th edition launches, so I don't know if there's another local tournament I can go to. But for the moment anyway, because I've got nothing booked and I don't know what I'm doing, I'm committed to this. I'm committed to practicing the double Ball Predator and the double Death Company Dreadnought, and I don't think it's maybe the most efficient or the most competitive way to play Blood Angels right now. But is it a fun way to play Blood Angels? Yeah, it's pretty fucking fun, because it gives you like a lot of Overwatch potential, right? 2 Ball Predators. Like this week when I was playing the Necrons, it was like if he falls back forward, I'm going to flame him with a Ball Predator. If he falls back backwards, I'm going to flame him with a different Ball Predator. So that's pretty fun. That's like an option that I've never really had before. And then the other thing, I suppose, is like the Death Company Dreadnoughts. They're just a bit of a pain in the arse, aren't they? I guess if you roll 6s on the Blood Surge as well, they'll surge 8 inches with advance and charge. That can be pretty cool.
I have awoken.
It's a shame we don't have a Librarian Dreadnought. I kind of hope that they, like, I kind of hope that they would bring back some of the stuff we've lost. This could be arrogant of me to say. Maybe it is a bit arrogant. But I'll just say it. I was kind of hoping that if I keep building this channel and like I keep getting all the Blood Angels, you know, people to watch and talk and discuss, I was kind of hoping that Games Workshop might reach out to me and be like, hey, here's some of the Blood Angels stuff we're planning. Because, you know, like, I think I've got the biggest Blood Angels channel, right? But no, I haven't heard anything. I'm just doing my own thing, I guess. But I mean, I guess there's freedom in being able to do your own thing, and apparently you guys like it. So another super chat coming in. Alex, thank you. And Cambo says, anyone else hoping the Library Dreadnought comes back? Yeah, I guess we are all hoping. Matthew says, I'm moving. If I find any old Blood Angels Tactical Squad boxes, do you want them? I have so much box decor according to my managers. Dude, if you have old Blood Angels Tactical Squads, man, they have some great pieces inside them, yes. Would I like them? Yes, but they're too valuable, man. I think a Blood Angels Tactical Squad probably eBays for $200. I can't imagine they go for less than that, because they've been out of print for ages, right? eBay. Blood Angels Tactical Squad. Yeah, look what they go for. 156. Here's another one, 156. The Tactical Squad and a Rhino and a character, 200. I mean, dude, you should look at look how gorgeous this Tactical Squad was, though, right? Like, that's what I miss, right? Look at the customization. This guy's got a beak with a blood drop on top of it. This guy's got like a I don't even know what this is, like a almost like a blade guard helmet with a blood drop. This guy's got a wreath and a blood drop. This guy's got some crazy wing thing. I miss these sort of legs. I mean, I guess we've kind of got them a wee bit with the Sagri Guard now. These beaks have like 3 blood drops on them. Would I like all the bits? Yeah, I mean, I would like the bits, dude, but at the same time, those bits, you're not going to be able to get those bits again, Matthew. Those bits are so valuable. You keep them for yourself, dude. Use them. Use them. They give your army character, and they're so rare now. Alex says, I'm going to run 10 Dreadnought list. I just want to see my opponent's face when I keep dropping dreads on the table. You should run slightly less than 10, Alex, and include what was I going to say? You need to include some intercessors or something for sticky objectives, right? The tutor says this is the best Blood Angels channel, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, so maybe maybe. Hey, a guy's allowed to dream, right? Like I think. The thing is, I think if Games Workshop sent me some new models, before they were out for everybody, like, I think I could do a good job of making a video about stuff, right? Because, like, I feel like I've been doing YouTube now for coming up on 6 years, actually, because I started in August 2020. So it's 5.5 years I've been doing YouTube, and I kind of know, because I've been doing it for 5.5 years, what's, like, when I make a video and I title it and I thumbnail it, I kind of know if it's going to do well before I release it, right? And, like, sometimes I wouldn't say videos are passion projects, but someone might, like, let's say someone asks a really obscure question, like, can you play... I'm trying to think what an obscure question is. Cambo's always asking about Reavers, right? So Cambo makes me a question on one of the live chats, like, hey, can we use Reavers effectively in this detachment? And I'm thinking, we probably can't. But, like, will I make a video about it because someone that's a subscriber or a member asked? I mean, the answer for me is yes, right? Like, my videos don't necessarily need to be targeted like super aggressively, but I kind of feel like if I do a video, let's try to think of a unit that no one gives a shit about, right? Like, what's that Fire Strike servo turret? If I made a video about the Fire Strike servo turret, I can tell you right now, it'd be lucky to get like 500 views. I make a video about Death Company, I'll get like 5,000 views, right? So it's like, I feel like if they did give me a chance, you know, like, here's a new Blood Angels model, you can release it to the community, you can make a video about it, you can build some hype. I feel like I could do a good job doing that. But you know, I'm just talking out loud, I guess. I'm just brain dumping on you guys. Adam says, I'm hopeful. Oh, I missed a bit of the conversation. Oh, I think he's talking about Gabriel Seth. Do you think Contemptors might get revisited and upscaled in Horus Heresy? Because I like the look of the Blood Angels, insidious, but they're so tiny in comparison. I guess they've kind of moved away from those tiny dreadnoughts, right? They're kind of they're like a relic of a time gone past, really. Like, the Redemptor is the size of the dreadnought in 40k now, and the little dreadnoughts have kind of been moved on. I was actually surprised that more of the little Space Wolf dreadnoughts were not moved on, to be completely honest with you. Like, I really thought Space Wolves would get a few of their dreadnoughts moved away into Legends. I thought that would be a thing. So will Contemptors return to the 40k setting? They might. Here's the thing. They Games Workshop do this thing every few years, right? Where it's like, they did this before, I'm sure of it, where it's like, you can no longer use Forge World stuff. And then a new edition rolled round and it was like, oh, you can use all the Forge World stuff in 40k again. And then I think this edition, obviously, it went back to like, you can't use any Forge World. I don't know if they'll open it up as much as they have previously, because I think they're trying to have like more or tighter balance on the game. But like, do I think they'll never let people use Forge World ever again? I feel like there will be a situation where it's like they will let you do Forge World again. Thanks so much to everybody that dropped some super chats there, dudes. You guys are amazingly generous with me. I appreciate it ever so much. Thank you. Do I play Horus Heresy? No, but I should now, man, because they dumped like 2,000 points of my models into Legends. I think the trick that it's not even like a trick. I think the reason that I haven't played Horus Heresy or other stuff like that is it's literally time. Like, you know, when I started the channel, I had no kids. Or that's a lie, maybe I had like one kid that was very young and slept. Like, if you've got children that are like less than a year old, they sleep for like 16 or 18 hours a day, right? So maybe when I started the channel, my daughter would have been less than 1 year old, so she was like sleeping for 18 hours a day. Obviously now they don't sleep for that, and I've got two of them, and you want to spend time with them. So, you know, like my hobbies have to be done after the kids go to sleep or before the kids wake up in the morning. So I just feel like I don't really have time to do Horus Heresy as well as 40k. Like, I'm always painting 40k models. I'll never be done painting 40k models. I have such a big backlog. But yeah, I'm sure that I would enjoy Horus Heresy. I actually, like, the local gaming store that I had did like you know, the Star Wars Day, May the 4th. They did like this May the 4th deal. Oh, it's years ago now. Like, I'm trying to think how many years ago it would have been. Like, at least, let's say, 3 May the 4th ago. So it would have been like May the 4th, like, let's say 2023. Like, it was donkeys ago. And they had this crazy deal on when you could get like lots of Star Wars Legion for like $100. Like, let's say $250. Maybe even, I think it might have even been close to $300 of models for $100. Like, it was almost too good to be true. So I bought it, and those models have not even, like, I haven't even opened the back I might be lying when I said I haven't even opened the box, but like, that's how little effort I've put in the other non-40k games I've got, right? Like, all my time and effort just goes into my Blood Angels and 40k, and I think this is why when I bought the Elder Army, I realised it was a mistake, because it's like, anytime I have hobbying, I want to be hobbying and improving my Blood Angels list. I don't have time to be trying to mess around with Eldar. Not that I think it would be bad to have more than one army, but that's just the reality of where I'm at. Maybe when my kids are older, right? Maybe they'll sit next to me, and maybe they'll want to hobby too, and then I can hang out with them. Master Shaper says, hello, I'm just in from the pub. We'll stay off chat. I behave. You can behave however you want. Have you never seen my stream at New Year where we're just having shots and stuff on stream? I wouldn't... As long as you don't insult anyone or say anything too controversial, you can chat, man. Natura, thanks so much for the 200. I don't know what try means. I'm assuming it's Turkish lira, but I'm really sorry if it's not. I'm not very good with currencies. I know dollars, I know pounds, I know euros. I haven't been to any country that uses another one of those, that doesn't use one of those currencies in like a decade. Yeah, I want to sell the Eldar, I think. My option, I think I either sell the Eldar or it could be my kid's first army. If it doesn't sell, I'll give it to my kid. I really actually thought the Reavers had a chance of being good. When, it's Turkish? Okay, I got that right. Cool. I really thought the Reavers had a chance of being good when they, you know, they gave the Reavers, like you said, they gave them the ability to deep strike in, shoot, move a little bit closer, and then get a charge. I really thought they might be good when they gave them those rules, and then they took them away as quickly as they gave them to it. Yeah, well, do you know, so if you're new to the channel, or if this might be one of the first streams that you're catching, or you don't know what we're about, we're a Blood Angels channel. We try to do live battle reports every Wednesday night, but sometimes I can't get an opponent. My channel is not really big enough where I've got other people working for me, so sometimes on Wednesday night we just hang out and paint. We usually always hang out and paint on a Saturday night, assuming I'm not doing something with the kids, or I'm out of town or something, or I'm at a tournament. On Sunday nights we do a live show. It goes out at 8 UK time, where we look at army lists submitted by you guys, the community, every week. We try and improve them, we try and talk about them, we try and critique them. It's pretty fun. And then that always goes out Sunday night for like an hour, maybe an hour and 15, depending on. We usually look at like somewhere probably between like 5 and 8 lists every week. If you want to get priority on your list, so like your list will get looked at quicker, just become a channel member, simple as that. And then every Friday I put out like a tactics video where I try and do some maths, or try and look at a unit, or try and talk about a detachment, or get... This last couple of weeks we've been interviewing the top Blood Angels players in the world. So that's what the channel is all about. And it wouldn't be possible without you guys hitting like on so many of my videos, or subscribing, or watching. It probably wouldn't be possible if you didn't watch, because then YouTube would think that the channel sucks. But regardless, if you're new, if any of that interests you, please do consider subscribing. I would say we're here most weeks. Most weeks. But sometimes I do need a break. But not that often. But yeah, no, I'm very motivated for 11th edition. I think it's going to be great. If an enemy attempts to fall back and fails due to Mephiston's ability, can they still shoot that turn? I would have assumed so, because they tried to fall back and failed. So technically they didn't make a fallback move. So I think they would be allowed to shoot, and I can't see why they wouldn't be. I mean, because they're in combat, they'd have to shoot pistols, unless it's a vehicle, right? But then I don't think Mephiston's rule... Does Mephiston's rule affect vehicles as well? I can't remember. What would it take to make aggressors and or Gravis captains strong for Blood Angels? Like, if you could write the rules for 11th edition. Well, aggressors have been strong a few times already for Blood Angels, right? They were strong in, I think, 9th edition, because you could give them a 5-up field of pain. And you could shoot twice if you stood still, I think was the rule. And then they were strong again when they could do that fire discipline thing. Do you know, aggressors might be worth a try now in Rage Cursed, right? Because there'd be 5 attacks per aggressor, there'd be twin linked, they'd be AP3. Like, I don't think it's horrible. I just think that maybe people have forgotten about them. Would I be willing to try a unit of aggressors? I don't see why not. I mean, maybe flamers would be better. I suppose it's probably the disadvantages that they have are they're slow. And then they don't really fit very effectively in transports, right? Like, Terminators can just obviously just jump down from deep strike. Aggressors you have to get somewhere. I have 6 aggressors, painted, built, ready to go. I've used them to tournaments in this edition. I used them to tournaments in last edition. They have been good for Blood Angels. They're just not good right now. I think in last edition they also had advance and shoot on all their guns. Well, I think all their guns just had assault last edition. Maybe that's what it was. Nachut says, one question, have you ever considered streaming games using the online program like Tabletop Simulator as well? It could be interesting to build more factions to the channel. Yes, Nachut, I want to buy Tabletop Simulator next time it's on sale on Steam. I think I added it to my wish list. Do you know what, maybe I forgot to do that. That was my intention anyway. Because there's a website you can look on Steam and it shows you like the highs and lows of video game prices. Maybe you guys all know that. I only found this out like, I don't know, like Steam, I think it's called Steam Charts. Hold on, as I've booted up Steam, it's going to try and download everything that I've ever played in the background. Yeah, I think you can, is it Steam Charts? Or I think I typed like Steam pricing history Tabletop Simulator Steam DB, I think this was it. Yeah, and it'll show you. Oh, it's 50% off at the moment. Oh yeah, look here, you can see where it's at. Oh, it went on sale on like Monday. Oh well, I probably didn't add it to my, I intended to add it. Tabletop Simulator. Alright, I'll add it right now. But no, I intended to get it next time it was on sale. So, okay. I'll get it probably after this stream then. I'm not going to punch my credit card details in on stream. I mean, I could, but that would probably be pretty stupid. But I am the cleverest person ever, so maybe, you know, we'll do that. No, thank you. Yeah, I had planned to do that. People have been telling me to learn it for like ages, and I've been resistant to it. And I think we talked about it on a stream that I should probably just do it. You know, like Nike, just do it. Just do it. So I haven't done it yet. But I'm going to. It seems very slow, like they aren't very Blood Angels-y. I don't think you necessarily need to be super fast to be Blood Angels-y, dude. I was playing Assault Centurions. They move 4 fucking inches. Wait until they get, like, if you play Liberator Assault Group, and you've got Assault Centurions, and then they hit a vehicle, is it vehicle or monster? They get sustained 2. Buy it now? Yeah, I'll buy it after the stream. I was planning, I think what had happened was I was intending to add it to my wish list, Jason, and I think probably I wasn't logged into Steam at the top, like maybe I was adding it on my phone or something, I don't remember. But yeah, I intended to add it to my wish list and I'd obviously forgotten because I honestly think I've got the memory of a fish. I think if my head wasn't attached to my body, the amount of times I would go out of my house without my head would be like astronomical. And that's not a joke. Like, I just am so forgetful. Like, I'm sure other parents can relate, right? But like, see, whenever you're going out with your kids, right? Like, I don't know, you're going out to, well, you're going anywhere that you're going to be in the car for like a half an hour. The amount of times I've taken both kids out to the car, like, they can't go in the car seats with their jackets on, all this sort of like safety nonsense. So you take them out to the car, you take their jackets off, you get them all buckled in. That takes ages because they want to climb in themselves, and they want, you know, they're kids, so they like to mess around, and you finally get them all buckled in. Then you get yourself sorted, you know, like, you haven't gone to the toilet yet, you haven't remembered, I don't know about you guys, but I got medications I got to take every day, so it's like, I haven't taken my meds every day. So then you get yourself all sorted, and then you get into the car, and you're just about to leave, and then you're like, have the kids been to the toilet, because we're going to be driving for half an hour, and you do not want to be 2 minutes away from your house and just be like, I need toilet. And you're like, no, the kids haven't been to the toilet. You know, like the amount of shit that I forget as a father feels like it's ridiculous. They've got this thing in Scotland now. I don't know if they've got this in other countries, right? In Scotland, if you go to a convenience store, you no longer get free bags at the convenience store, and I think they've even done away with like disposable bags now. So like, you can't even buy like a bag for 5 cents. You've got to spend like 50 pence on a bag. So you can't get a free bag anymore if you go to the convenience store. You got to buy one of these stupid bags for life. I mean, I guess it's good for the environment. But honestly, the amount of times since they introduced that law or the rule or whatever it is, where I get to the convenience store and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't bring a bag again. And it's like, you know, you left the house with one task in mind. It's like, I need to go to the convenience store, I need to buy X, Y, and Z. And you drive all the way there and you're like, I didn't bring a bag again. So I'm just going to have to either try and carry all my groceries out of the convenience store in my arms, which, to be fair, since they introduced that law, you do see a lot of people doing. Like, people are like coming out of the convenience store like this with like 10 items, because it's like, they're the same as me. It's like, we forgot to bring a bag. We are idiots and we don't want to spend £1 on a bag. So yeah, I forgot to add, massive tangent, for forgetting to add Tabletop Simulator to my wish list, but I did it. Pretty good at forgetting things. Games Workshop only sells tote bags now. They're like £2. Well, yeah, that's exactly. So you go into Games Workshop to buy a brush and a paint that costs about £3, and you've got to pay £2 for a bloody bag. I take a satchel to my office now every day, so like, I throw my lunch into a satchel. That way, if I ever stop for something on the way home, it can just go in the satchel. A brush is about £8 these days. I buy the synthetic brushes, Marius. I'm cheap. I like the synthetic brushes, actually. I agree 100% on the points of the rule. Games Workshop has nerfed the piss out of aggressors from 8th to 9th and again in 10th, and then another nerf because of fire discipline in Gladius. I kind of hate the targeted nerfs for like one specific detachment, right? Because like, that's happened this whole edition, right? Where it's like, okay, aggressors are good if you have the fire discipline enhancement in that one Gladius detachment, right? So Games Workshop's way of fixing that is to just be like, right, we'll just put like 30 points on a unit of aggressors. But they don't think that, like, hold on a minute, were aggressors fine in regular Blood Angels? Yeah, they were fine, they weren't strong at all. Were they fine in like 8 other detachments? Yeah, they were totally fine in like all 8 other detachments. It's that one detachment that's making them like overpowered. Could we not just, like, my thought, and this happened with like, Centurion Devastators, right? Centurion Devastators were like super good in Vanguard detachment, but not really all that good in the other detachments. Like, they're alright in the other detachments, but they're not like game breaking in any of the other detachments, right? They're kind of game breaking in Vanguard because I think you could just pick them up and put them down anywhere, and they were be -1 to hit, and they get +1 to hit, and they get +1 AP, and they're just like the cheapest, most efficient thing because of the redeploy. The Prothogrey is still massively overcosted, says Jim H. Yeah, so the targeted nerfs that like target one unit in one specific detachment, excuse me, I keep saying attachment, I mean detachment. Those really annoy me, right? Like those are not, in my opinion, those are not good ways to balance things. Because like Desolation Marines were the same, right? Desolation Marines were like way too strong. If you could, I can't even remember. It was I think it was Fire Discipline again. So they were like way too strong in Fire Discipline, but they were like not that great for everybody else. But rather than just fix them in Fire Discipline, they just destroy them for everybody else. I bought actually 15 Desolation Marines. And I was working on them, right? You know, like I said at the start of the stream, I'm always working on units that I think are going to be competitive because I'm a competitive player. So if something isn't competitive, it's not really on my painting table. I'm painting the stuff that I'm playing that's competitive. So I bought 15 Desolation Marines. I think I only managed to make 10 of them. And I think I played them like once or twice and then they were nerfed. Like they were nerfed like so badly. It was like, oh my goodness, I can't even fathom playing these anymore. Like it wasn't even like small nerfs. It was just like, oh, that unit's up like 60 points. I think it was. I think it used to be 140 for 5, and it went up to 200 for 5. Is that right? So yeah, I just I kind of hate those targeted nerfs. I don't know if we're gonna get away from them next edition, but I hate. Like my opinion is like it's not lazy balance, but it's kind of like it's just not great, right? Like it doesn't address, like if you just go like, oh, lots of people are using such and such in this one detachment, let's make it more expensive. I think you have to think about like, so how does that affect that unit in 10 other detachments, right? Like I get it's an extra headache for Space Marines, but I think I think they should have to deal with that. I think they should think about that before they just blanketly make those things so much worse, right? Is there a cost-effective way of getting jump captains? I mean, one of the ways I would potentially do it is just get a box of Sangre Guard, right? And then I guess you would need some Power Fists. I mean, for all intents and purposes, the Sangre Guard body, excluding the pistol and the sword, the bodies would be good. Detachment specific points. Well, they've done that a tiny bit, right? Like if you look at what was the one, the Codex? Imperial Agents. They got like detachment specific points, sort of, right? To a certain extent. Excuse me. Gotta head to bed, Commander. Thank you for the stream. Thanks for hanging out, Volcar. You have a nice evening. I went to GW to get a Smash Captain. I did not want to buy one model for the price they were putting it at. Bring back model buying of the 90s. Yeah, I mean, Smash Captains, I think these, or a Captain with a jump back these days is like 30 quid. I just don't know if there's a good way right now to get the weapons you would need, right? Like, a box of Sangre Guard to get like 3 characters would make sense. But then how are you getting like the Power Fists or the Thunder Hammers for the captain? I think that's the tricky part. No one remembers Imperial Agents. Well, even Games Workshop doesn't remember them, because if you looked at their win rates are horrific, man. Like, their tournament win rates are like 30%. Like, they're just so bad. Like, I feel like they've just been completely neglected. Like, I don't know why Games Workshop like, they must have seen the win rates and just been like, oh god, Imperial Agents completely suck. But they just left them. They've just left them. I mean, it'd be a difficult book to balance, but yeah, their win rates are absolute terrible. Like, ugh. Is there a scenario where you can take the Relic Blade on the captain? The Blood Angel sword is gorgeous. Yeah, you just make the captain with the Relic Blade on it, and then when you write your war gear, or when you write your army list, if you don't want a Relic Blade, you just write a different weapon on your army list. Like, nobody cares about that, right? Like, my Assault Intercessor captain, or sorry, my Assault Intercessor sergeant has a Power Sword and a Power Fist on the model. Because I didn't want a situation where I had to rip one of his arms off in a future edition because Power Fists are crap again. And remodel him with a Power Sword. Because that's usually what happens, is right? Like, if you look at Death Company, you know, Death Company, every edition, the weapons that Death Company models can have seems to change. If we go back a couple editions, it was like every Death Company model could have a bolter and a chainsword. Then it was every Death Company model should have a Thunderhammer. Then it was every Death Company model should have a Power Fist and an Infernal Pistol. And now we're in a situation where every Death Company model should have some random shit that is mentioned. You know, like the really confusing thing that we've got at the moment, where it's like 3 Power Fists, 2 Eviscerators, 5 Chainswords, you know, like... So I just make the models how I like what's cool, right? Like, I just went to a tournament, and my captain, who leads the Sangre Guard, he's modelled with a Storm Shield and a Thunderhammer. I played him at the entire tournament with a Plasma Pistol and a Power Fist, and nobody said anything. Nobody cared. I mean, it's clearly written on my army list that I submit to the tournament. My captain has a Power Fist and a Plasma Pistol, right? Marius just watched a game where agents beat Votan. Oh dear. I don't know how I feel about that. Either the agents player played out of this world, or Votan are in a tough spot. What's the answer, Marius? Oh yeah, guys, a few weeks ago I was working on that character we called Spear Guard. I finally got outside and sprayed him. Look at him. He's gorgeous. He needs a coat of Retributor armor because I think the spray on the back isn't quite as perfect as I would like it to be. I think he's turned into a pretty cool looking, unique character, honestly. I'll maybe paint some gold on him here in a minute. Yeah, I mean, if you've got old bits boxes with lots of bits in them, I think it could be easy to convert some captains. In terms of actual gameplay, you take the fist. Yeah, I mean, I take fists on my captains. I don't know how much value I really see in the like. I guess my captains typically have a plasma pistol. I don't know how much value I typically see in that one-shot plasma pistol, but sometimes it kills something. And Famous Zombie says, I did a bunch of Plague Marines for the Mark III Marine box. There are multiple Power Fists in there. Thunderhammers and assault kits. Yeah, I mean, you can probably like jerry-rig together. And eBay's an option. Like, don't forget eBay. Like, I watched a YouTube video the other day saying eBay is dead, but like, I buy shit on eBay all the time. Yeah, look. Oh, that's overpriced, jeez, oh. But yeah, no, here's the Thunderhammer for like £2. Four Thunderhammers for £12. I guess if you're in the United States, the delivery would be cheaper. You can go over here and go item location, right? UK only. So in the UK right now, I guess there's one Thunderhammer for sale for £2. I don't know, look, here's 3 for £8. Free delivery. Yeah, I mean, you probably need to do a little bit of work to convert some of these, but you can snip a Thunderhammer off at the wrist, right? Do they need to be perfect? I don't know. eBay's definitely an option. People are always selling bits on eBay, man. CFD, thanks for hanging out, dude. I'll see you tomorrow for the Army show. I think you're usually around for that. Have a nice evening. Did we get some likes on the stream? YouTube have honestly changed the back end now. It's really hard for me to see how many likes we've got. Okay, we got 23 likes. That's something. Cool. If anyone that's watching could drop a like as well, I'd appreciate it. Well, I like that you guys are here, but I don't get to press the like button for that. So thank you. Mark was telling me the other night that there's a new Predator movie called Badlands. So it's apparently pretty good. Is it like, I kind of understand the idea behind a relic blade. I mean, I actually just played a tournament where I gave my lieutenant leading my company heroes a relic blade rather than the power fist. The reason I did give him the relic blade, the lieutenant, was that if the lieutenant had the relic blade, he can have a storm shield. I mean, putting a relic blade on a character is not the worst thing ever. Typically the Thunderhammer probably gives you more reliability in the rerolls or the rolls to wound. But I mean, like, sometimes you don't need that. You'll be against lower strength enemies, you'll be against orcs or something, and the relic blade can totally be fine. You know, I think most people will tell you the power fist is the correct choice, but if you really want to run a relic blade, it's not the worst idea in the world, Jim. Feels like it's been ages since I painted Death Company, man. I was painting loads of them last edition, because they kept, like I said, they kept changing the loadout that they were supposed to have to make them competitive. And then when this edition came out with all the changes again, I was like, oh, I don't know if I care anymore. It was getting to the point where it was like too many changes to keep up with. But I guess I do like the fact they can take eviscerators now. I always thought it was a bit sad when like Sisters of Battle got eviscerators on the Repentia, and like Blood Angels, it's like, we're the Death Company, how come we don't get eviscerators? You would think that that's something they would give to the Death Company, right? So I do like it now that we've got Eviscerators. So it makes sense to do a few more Death Company with Eviscerators just to be a little bit more WYSIWYG. And it also gives more options for... Well, I guess I don't have that many Primaris Death Company. Like, a bunch of the Death Company I'm using are still Firstborn. So I guess over time I'll swap more of the Firstborn guys out for Primaris, you know? I really do miss how custom the Firstborn chainswords are, though. Like back when the chainswords had like a bunch of flavour on them, like this one with like, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 blood drops up the side of the chainsword. Like, that's cool, man. It's hard for me to stream tournaments. I mean, the only tournament I've ever streamed is the one that I ran myself. Will we run another tournament? Probably. But no, typically when I'm going to tournaments I have to take photos of the game because they're usually like in random halls and... Like, I think the tournament that we ran ourselves, we streamed the top table for the whole... I think we streamed the top table for the whole event. But I think if I want to do that again, I need to get like clip-on microphones and stuff. Like, I haven't actually... I guess I haven't invested in the streaming setup for a little while. And I wanted to do that this year, I think. Like, I wanted to get an AI camera that will like track the stream room better, so as people are walking around the stream room there'll be less like dead space. And I think I probably want to get like some better microphones for the stream room as well, where they like clip on people's shirts and stuff. I think that would upgrade the quality of the stream. But yeah, no, my first plan was to get the AI camera. Like, I definitely want to get that this year. I just need to do a bit more research into it to find out like which one would be good to work with the PC that we stream off of. Because I have a capture card in there, but capture cards are kind of expensive, and also I don't know if you can run multiple, and so I need to figure out this AI camera, and then obviously I need to buy it and set it up. But no, I'm committed to do that this year. I already said to Andrew I'm going to do it. And I've said that once I've figured out how to do it and I've written the script and all that sort of stuff to do it, I'm going to try and upgrade the Plastic Crackheads stream as well for it, you know, because I mean the Plastic Crackheads, they do me a favour by letting me stream in that office. So hello Highland Phoenix, good evening. How on earth are you? Yeah, I mean, we intended to run another tournament, man. I think it's just, I guess it's a lot of work to run a tournament and also play in it. It went pretty well last time, but I guess, like, there's not a lot of time between games, and if you're the one that's if you're playing in the tournament and you're trying to organize games and record scores and have a stream going, I feel like it was difficult. Would I want to do it again? Sure, but was it difficult? I guess it was difficult, right? That's probably why I haven't done it again, because it was difficult. But it was doable. I mean, we managed it. Oh, it was an interesting game against the Necrons this week, Highland. The Catan, the Shard of the Deceiver. Man, that guy needs to be on a bigger base. Kevin says, I'm putting together an 8-man Garage Coliseum tournament. Do you know what? I really want to get that was the other thing that I said to Kev. I really want to buy the terrain for the Coliseum, whatever that's called. The King of the Coliseum terrain. Like, I really want to buy that this year as well. I did, you know, I bought the Boarding Actions terrain and got that commissioned, and then I was thinking that, like, I'd done the wrong thing. So I was like, man, that King of the Coliseum sounds more... Maybe that's unfair to say to Boarding Actions, because the games of Boarding Actions I've played, I have enjoyed it. But I think King of the Coliseum just seems like it would be more fun, or more versatile, right? Boarding Actions has a lot of restrictions, right? It's like you can't use these units, and you can't use these units. Whereas the Coliseum game mode seems like it doesn't have that level of restriction. Would that be fair to say? Like, I need to look into it, because it was like 6 months ago I looked at the Coliseum. But I think the thing that put me off the Coliseum, it didn't really put me off, is just I think that the cost of shipping the terrain to the UK will be horrific, because it's obviously made in like Las Vegas, right? So I think it'll probably cost like $100 or more to get it shipped over here. I'm not against it. I just wasn't ready to do it. But no, I've got a few projects that I want to get going this year. I also like the idea that the King of the Coliseum games are a little bit faster, right? Because, like, if you're watching a battle report, sometimes you want one that just lasts half an hour to watch. You don't want to watch a 3-hour battle report. I know when I'm watching stuff on YouTube, sometimes, like, if a video is too long, I know myself it'll be much harder for me to watch the whole thing, so... What's your list for I assume you're doing 500 points, Kevin, right? For Coliseum? I always have to paint the rims on these guys' boots. It's always a painstaking process. Oh yeah, it's toughness 9 maximum in the Colosseum, isn't it? I forgot. Yeah, that's what I'd forgotten, I guess. Toughness 9 maximum. Yeah, so Impulsor, huh? If you were playing something like Eldar, I bet an Impulsor would actually be pretty good. They don't really like the stubbers and bolter fire, you know? Mario says, I was hoping to speed paint my Victrix, but I've ended up taking my time now. They're really nice models. Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of Victrix here to build and paint at some point, Marius. I'm wondering if I can convert them to look less ultramarines, though, you know? I really like the Victrix helms, though. I've got some of their helms on some of my Blood Angels models. I feel very jealous that we don't get those helmets. You know, the Victrix helmets are so cool, and the new Sangria Guard helmets are so... I don't want to say not cool, but... average? Stormguard? No, not Stormguard. Stormcast Eternals? This is what the new Sangria Guard helmets look like. Did you see my Primaris Tycho I'm working on? Obviously I know Tycho doesn't exist in Primaris mode, or Primaris form, but this character has a half face. It's one of those Crimson Lord helmets. So half his face is the golden mask, like Tycho. So this is I guess this is just a Blood Angels captain, isn't he? Oh god, I'm more tired than I realised. Sorry, I'm yawning like an idiot. I was up early this morning. You mean you want Ultramarines in red armour? I've done one character using that, using the Victrix Guard helmet for Blood Angels. I really liked it, man. I put it on a Smash Captain. I thought it looked really cool. I think I painted the face helmet gold. I was actually half thinking it might have been better if I'd gone over it with Blood Angels Contrast Red, honestly. Because sometimes I like to paint stuff gold and then go over it with Blood Angels Contrast Red. I think that works. I think that gives a very like deep. If you paint in Retributor armor and then go over it with Blood Angels Contrast Red, it's pretty cool, like deep contrasty gold. So if anyone is near Birmingham, Element Games has a few boxes of Blood Angels Terminators in stock. Were they selling like pretty expensively on eBay? Skilling? Oh, you're thinking of the Seth quote, yeah, where Seth was like, he's just going to make us all red Ultramarines, I remember. Well, I don't know if it's relevant now, because where's Seth? He's gone. Where is Gabriel Seth? I'm really surprised they haven't put out another Blood Angels book for a while, actually. Like, every time I look into Darkness of the Blood, I can't believe how many years ago Darkness in the Blood was. I think it's that thing because of, like, COVID screwed up everyone's perception of time. Because if you asked me when Darkness of the Blood was, I'd be like, it's a couple of years ago, and then I look into it and I was like, oh my god, it's ages ago, right? The Blood Angels redesign this edition, aside from the characters being quite disappointing. Yeah, I think a lot of people were disappointed with the Blood Angels redesign compared to, like, you know, all the custom characters and stuff that, like, Space Wolves, and I guess even now, like, Ultramarines have what feels like a really decent refresh, or a really decent glow up. So Ultramarines did a really decent glow up, Space Wolves did, Black Templars did, and then a lot of Blood Angels players felt, I guess, gypped or unhappy, or just like stuff for Blood Angels wasn't given the same level of depth or the same level of love, something like that. Like a month ago when Ultramarines were just getting like new characters and models all the time, I think everybody was like, wow, Ultramarines getting some real love here from GW, right? I think he's coming back in 11th edition. Yeah, I would hope he would be back. I really hope Corbolo will be back as well, man. I really hope Corbolo comes back with a jump pack, honestly. I mean, I feel like he's needed a jump pack for like 10 years at this point. If everybody else has got a jump pack and we're a jump pack army, then characters with no jump pack don't make a ton of sense. Like, surely you want to give us options. Well, one of the options would be a flying Corbolo. We like that option. Excuse me. Yeah, the new captain was okay. I'll give you that. The new captain was okay. I think they did a survey in the tutor, like, I can't remember when it was. I think it was like, must have been like probably right at the start of 10th or near the end of 9. And Blood Angels were the most popular faction in terms of people collecting them. Like, I feel like I lucked out a little bit when I did the Blood Angels Commander channel, because it was like, oh, of all the Space Marine factions, Blood Angels are the most popular, with like the most people saying that they play them, the biggest representation at like tournaments and all this sort of stuff. So they did this survey, and like Games Workshop shared the results, or someone had shared the results, and you would see that Blood Angels were like the most popular. I think it might have swung, like Ultramarines were a very, very, very close second. And probably with all the new releases being Ultramarines focused, and like Space Marine 2 doing super well and being all about Ultramarines, I'd be really surprised if it's still Blood Angels. But like, I think we are a somewhat very popular faction, like probably the second most popular Marine faction. They should bring back the Flying Dreadnought. Yeah, I mean, they should. I kind of feel like we should maybe get a Psychic Phase back in 11th edition. Like, I think the lack of picking Psychic powers, you know, I know they said they tried to streamline it and they try to speed things up. Has removing the Psychic Phase really sped things up, quote, / streamline the game? Like, has the removal of the Psychic Phase been a good thing? Or at least give some of the notable Psychers a way to pick a different power, right? Like, if there's no real value in one power, I feel like maybe they could have had a choice, right? I don't know. Right, I'm actually getting quite tired. How long have we been? Yeah, so we've been live for just 10 minutes less than 2 hours. Once we get to like 2 hours, I'm probably gonna stop. So, just because I know I'm getting tired, because it starts. Like, I don't speak as much. I slur my words. I get confused. So yeah. We got a little bit done tonight. The psychic phase in second edition was awesome. Do you know what was awesome in second edition was a vortex grenade. You know, we were actually joking around saying we should have a game mode in 11th edition before the end of the edition where we play 40k, but each, what was it? It was like each player gets one vortex grenade and they get to assign it to like one character in their army. They don't tell anyone who's got the vortex grenade until they basically throw it. And then it's like proper old school rules where like the vortex grenade scatters with scattered ice and stuff. And then the vortex grenade can move around, right? And if it hits other units, even after like 2 turns later, it'll just like suck them into the void. Steven said, I sold every single Blood Angels model I had 2 years ago and I'm starting right now from scratch. Where would you start with modelling and painting? Why would you sell everything, man? Where to start? Buy a combat patrol. You get 6 Sangre Guard. You're gonna need Sangre Guard. You get 10 assault intercessors. You could probably build 5 of them as assault intercessors. You could find 5 jump packs for the other 5 because you're probably going to want some sort of jump marines. And then you get a captain. You could convert him to a flying jump pack captain again, or I mean the captain on foot gets play with Blood Angels as well. But you're probably going to want some captains. They're really handy for keeping your CP costs low and stuff. Because they let you do a stratagem for 0 CP. So I mean the current Blood Angels Combat Patrol is not too bad. I think probably next Friday's video is going to be a 1,000-point list for Rage Cursed, because like I've had so many comments, right? I made that video that was like the best 1,000-point list for starting Liberator Assault Group, and like people must have liked that video because I got like I got so many comments these last couple of weeks where it's like, can you do a 1,000-point video for Rage Cursed? How do you start Rage Cursed in 1,000 points? Like, people just ask this and ask this and ask this. So I was like, alright. If you know, like if 10, 15, 20 people are asking the same thing, I should make that video, right? Selling miniatures is always a mistake. Yeah, I mean, sell miniatures for a game you're never going to play again, but I hate selling games that I don't, even though there was like some games that I barely ever played, I hate giving it up, you know. I've done it. I used to do role playing, and I had a bunch of the Star Wars role playing stuff, and I sold all of it. It didn't. I feel like I think I hadn't role played since before COVID, but I still felt sad selling it. Simon says, evening Blood Angels Commander, speaking on old school, anyone remember the old school Hellfire sword from Warhammer Fantasy? I don't think I ever played Fantasy. I can imagine the Hellfire sword would be like on a Bloodthirster or something? Who had the Hellfire sword? If it's not a Bloodthirster, I feel like it... You know, like, I don't know if there's an equivalent of like an Avatar of Cain in Fantasy. But no, I do not remember the Hellfire sword. You sold it all before the range refresh. Oh, well, I mean, I guess that's fair. Yeah. Well, I hope you made some good money on it, because the range refresh wasn't quite as cracked up as it was supposed to be, man. You know, like, a lot of people still think that the original models are just as good, if not better. But yeah, I mean, right now, if you're playing the new detachment, Rage Cursed, you probably want like 20 Death Company with jump hacks, because that's what's strong in that detachment. Really, really strong. But then you also have 9 Sangre Guard typically in that detachment, so it's not like the Sangre Guard are going to be wasted if you go that direction. They are still good in that detachment. I hate selling painted models. Unpainted, sure, but something I've worked on, it's very difficult. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I just don't sell my painted models. I put them in display cases. Gitley says, just finished day 1 of ITT, my first games with RCO. It's been a good day, 2-1, lost 15-5 vs Grizzled Company, then won 12-8 vs Grizzled Company before beating Knights 20-0. Well played, Gitley. I haven't actually played against Grizzled Company, but I have seen them do pretty well in a bunch of events. So I assume they're looking pretty strong. Like, I guess a lot, for anyone that doesn't know, Grizzled Company is the Grotness detachment for Imperial Guard, and definitely looks like it's been performing pretty well at events and tournaments, right? Alright, for my American viewers, is the Super Bowl tomorrow or is it next week? I feel like if it was tomorrow I would have seen an advert for it. It must be next week, right? Who's doing the halftime show this year? Is it anyone good? It's next week? I keep waiting every year for Metallica to do the halftime show. I'm really surprised they haven't been asked. Is nobody good? I remember when The Who did the halftime show. I must admit, I also liked when the Black Eyed Peas did the halftime show. I think they got Slash from Guns N' Roses on for that. I watched a bunch of the highlights of the playoff games this year, actually. I watched them while I was on my cross trainer. It's Bad Bunny, I have no idea who that is. I'm not up with current music. The only current music I know is K-pop Demon Hunters, because my daughter watches that all the time. So much so that I could probably sing you the first verse. Well, I can't sing the Korean bit, but I probably know the rest of the words. Six Nations next week, Scotland versus Italy. Nice. I'm looking forward to the World Cup in the summer, man. I got my daughter a new Scotland strip for the World Cup. The World Cup, the games are on so late at night though. Like the Scotland game, the first one's going to be on I think at 2 AM. So I think I'm going to have to go to sleep and then try and wake up to watch the football, which is going to be so weird. Excuse me. Alright, I'm just going to dump some texture paint on this base, and that's going to be the end of the stream for tonight because I am tired. Looking around like an idiot. There's the texture paint. This is my texture paint brush. Look at it. What a lovely brush this is. It's absolutely fucked. But yeah, good luck tomorrow, Gitley. You got 3 more games or 2 more games or what you got? Two more? Well, good luck, man. Did you have any Death Company Dreadnoughts or Ball Predators in the list? One Death Company Dreadnought, no Ball. Do you know what? I've been really impressed with the Ball. I really think I really thought I wouldn't like it because I played it a bunch of times before and always felt it underperformed. But having taken it to that tournament or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, yeah, 2 weeks ago, I really liked it. So yeah, I'm running 2 Ball Predators now. I don't know how long for, but I'm practicing a list with 2 of them, so we'll see. I've been running no shooting at all melee. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best way to play Rage Cursed, honestly, dude, because the damage in melee is just... when everybody starts getting 2 extra attacks, it can get out of hand, right? It's like any unit can do a fuckload of damage in Rage Cursed. I mean, I don't think it's the worst idea to take the Ball Predator either. I think that's totally viable. Full sending stage, yeah. I get you. Right after I was at the tournament with Rage Cursed, I still had 2 Vindicators on my list when I went to the tournament with Rage Cursed, and honestly, I kind of wish that I dropped them beforehand and gone for more melee, because yeah, I mean, the melee damage you get out of Rage Cursed is just too good to ignore, isn't it? How does the Ball Predator compare to the Reaper? Probably better, Marius, just because Overwatch. And also, when it's on 1 wound remaining, it can still, it doesn't give a shit that it's 1 wound remaining because it doesn't bracket. Just because it's always auto hits, right? And even on like 1 wound remaining, it's a decent Overwatch threat because that'll still just hit you all the time. I've been impressed with the Ball Predator, actually. I played it against like a Kroot spam list and I felt like it was really useful. The guy he staged 10 Kroot towards the middle of the board to do like sabotage, and the Ball Predator just killed all 10 of them. Just flamed the crap out of them. It was really satisfying because normally when enemies do sabotage against me, I don't manage to stop it. It normally just goes off or something, and it's like, oh well, you just get the points from sabotage. The Ball Predator was like, what's that when he's like, not today, Satan! I'll just burn you with glorious, like a lot of glorious flames, I don't know. I imagine something glorious, like, almost like what we were talking earlier about Sisters of Battle with Flamers. Just like purge the heretic. No, I mean it was Kroot, but we could call them heretics. I mean, Blood Angels usually think things are heretics anyway. Because of the Black Rage, right? In the last battle report, when we stickied the center objective when the Ball Predator died on it, it was glorious. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing I'm loving about the Ball Predator, I must admit. Like, Overwatch, potentially surprising amount of damage. It can still whiff and get like 2 flamer shots and like a few shots from the flame cannon with nothing. But it can spike incredibly high. Excuse me. All right. Your dedication is inspiring, says Matthew. I try, Matthew. I feel like I'm in a good place right now with the hobby, though. I feel excited for the future. So sometimes you can be excited, sometimes you can be down. I suppose I'm the same as anyone in that sense, right? But no, I am excited for the future. And I think I've got like some sort of holy promethium. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, Snicks. Good evening, by the way. I don't think I saw you in the chat before. In Warhammer Fantasy, Simon says, any character could buy a set of magic weapons. Hellfire Sword was my model. Any model killed the model next to it, caught fire, and so on. It could kill units with kamikaze characters as it was block units. Yeah, I don't remember that, man. Sounds fun, though. I thought it was an assault cannon. The Ball Predator kind of have the assault cannon, but the way you want to arm it is this, with the flamer, the Flamestorm cannon, right? Because it's D6 plus 3, Strength 6, AP 2 damage, ignores cover. 11th edition will be the return of tactical squads. Well, if it is, Matthew, you will be laughing all the way to the bank because you already have a few tactical squads, right? I mean, I would love tactical squads to be good again. I feel like Games Workshop have had ample opportunities to make them better, and they keep sidestepping them, right? Like, what's the point of having them if they're not going to make them better, maybe? I think that's going to be it for the stream, though. I got a little bit done. I got some models to fix. You have 2 companies. Do you know what? Alex is the same as you. You and Alex would be good friends, actually, because Alex was making an entire company. Oh, I can't remember what he was doing, but he asked me if he could ship some models to me in Scotland and I could reship them to him in America. Because they were so expensive, or maybe it wasn't that they were expensive, maybe it was they were impossible to get in America. And I was like, dude, that's literally no problem. You ship them to my house. There's a post office right round the corner. You know, if you, in the current day and age, you can just buy a postage label online. So just buy the postage label online and I'll dump them in the post for you. It's no problem. But like, he shipped to me my house, I think it was like 4 Contemptor Dreadnoughts and a Leviathan Dreadnought, and I was like, dude, what are you even built? Like, why would you need this many Dreadnoughts? I don't even know what he was building, but I was like, yeah, I'll ship it to you, not a problem. There's a few of you guys that go crazy for, do you know, this is why I haven't got rid of, like, I didn't really have that many tactical squads. But assault squads, yes. Vanguard veterans, yes. I've kept all my old models. Like, I'm not getting rid of them. Even if we haven't been able to play tactical squads in 10 years, or assault squads in 10 years, I'm not getting rid of mine. I'm keeping them. I'm keeping them forever. Professor Gray says, with your help, I just win versus Death Guard with RCO. 88 to 49. I used to be wealthy, then I got 2 houses to fix up and restore. Now I'm poor. Hey, if you got a couple of houses though, man, that's an investment, right? Well, congratulations, Professor Gray. I'm glad that we helped you. More content, more helpful videos coming all the time, right? Yeah, like I said, I'm feeling a little bit under weather. I've got one of these things that's supposed to relief from blocked sinuses. I find these things kind of addictive, honestly, like the eucalyptus hit or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I'm gonna take off, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back for the Army List show tomorrow night, 8 PM give or take. If you've got a list you want submitted, looked at on the channel, you can leave it in a comment. Thank you to everybody that watched tonight. Thank you to everyone that left a like. Super amazing thank you to all the new, to everyone that gave gifted subs or super chats. You guys know who you are, and I do certainly appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow night, and then this week I should have maybe content coming Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So there should be at least one extra video this week, because I kind of already filmed it. I just haven't made the thumbnail or haven't written the description. So there'll be an extra video about Rage Curse this week, probably coming Monday night. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys.